Farmers in India used tractors and trucks to block highways across the country on Saturday. They're demanding the repeal of agricultural laws that they say will leave them poorer. They've been camped out on New Delhi's outskirts for over 2 months and have drawn international support from celebrities like Rihanna and climate activist Greta Thunberg. Several rounds of talks between the farmers and the government have so far led nowhere. Here's what one protester had to say.
और सरकार कह रही है चंद आदमी, अब आप देख लो यहाँ कितने लाखों आदमी हैं। यहाँ हर प्रांत का, हर क्षेत्र का, हर देश का किसान है यहाँ पे, हर जगह का किसान यहाँ पे है। ऐसा नहीं है ये कि मैं हूँ या कोई टिकैत साहब है या कोई दूसरे हैं। यहाँ पंजाब भी है, सब राजस्थान से भी है, हरियाणा से भी है, यूपी से भी है। हर पूरे देश के किसान यहाँ पे है और सभी का यही प्लान है कि जब तक यहाँ से ये कानून वापसी नहीं है, जब तक कोई घर वापसी नहीं होगी, चाहे इसमें कितना भी समय लगे, 2024 आ जाए, कुछ भी आ जाए, ये लोग यहाँ से हटने वाले नहीं है। वे क्या कर रहे हैं भाई, हमारे देश में बाहर से आदमी कहाँ से घुस के आ गए? हमारी जब सुरक्षा एजेंसी क्या कर रही है कि बाहर का आदमी हमारे देश में आ गया? ये तो अंधाता है, ये तो सबका पेट भरने वाला अंधाता है, और इसको ऐसा कह रहे हैं, इसका तो इन्हें अपने आप पता लग जाएगा आगे होने वाला क्या होगा।
And joining us now from New Delhi is Bloomberg News reporter Shruti Ranjan Sen. Shruti, you were there in person. Tell us what it was like.
Well, I mean, the group of people that I met out there, and in thousands, they were there in thousands, extremely motivated, extremely organized, and extremely aware of the situations. You know, the question that I got asked again and again is, why is the government forcing down these laws when we don't want it? And therefore, is the government up to something that they're not telling us? And if you look at the kind of organization that they have, the kind of community kitchens that have come up, the kind of backup of food, of places to stay, tents, warm clothing, everything landing up, just people just donating, villagers just buying it and sending it to these, to these protest sites, of which there are 3 around Delhi right now. So, and they're extremely determined that they're not going back. So the question of going back doesn't arise unless and until the government kind of steps back and says, fair enough, we're going to take these laws back. Rumi.
And can you explain what these new agricultural laws are? Why are the farmers so upset over them?
So it brings in more amount of markets into the agricultural, into the agricultural sector. And what the farmers are protesting in particular, and they're scared, and there is a huge trust deficit, so to say, between the farmers and the government, is on the minimum support price that the government is going to buy, either rice, paddy. There are 22 such crops that are declared by the government at a certain price, which is pre-declared. And the farmers are saying that while you want to bring in the new laws which allow more agribusiness, big agribusiness to come in, you also need to give us in writing or in the law some kind of an assurance that this is going to continue. And that is where it is stuck. There have been 11 rounds of talks. And yesterday we've also heard a senior minister in the government saying that we are going to continue with the talks. But we've seen 11 rounds happening and it hasn't moved anywhere.
And why can't the 2 sides move forward? What is the biggest block?
Well, I think, in a way, it is a big trust deficit, because the way the laws were brought in, and this is another refrain that one got to hear from several people out there, that when the laws were being brought in, why did not the government speak to us, take us into confidence, try to explain how the laws are going to help us, how the laws are going to change the ground realities? They didn't do any of it. They just pushed it through the parliament, where they have a substantial majority. The government has a substantial majority in the parliament, whereas we were not taken into confidence. What is the hurry? So it's a huge trust deficit at one level.